I invite you to join me, to participate in this inquiry into the miracle of our souls, to become part of the psychic connection.
One love, y'all. Welcome to the Feedback Loop. I'm Naeem. Wanted to make a video update on the remote viewing December 2020 experiment project that I'm doing. This is a project where I attempt to remote view major news events of the upcoming month in advance. So on November 21st of 2020, I did a remote viewing session and I published it and notarized it on the Bitcoin Cash blockchain. I wrote some short summaries, trying to summarize some of my data, and I posted those on my website as well. I want to bring your attention to one of the summaries I wrote here on my website, thefeedbackloop.info. And let me just zoom in here. So it says here, in my first session, session one of the impressions, I said, while tagging for other random visuals that may be of importance in December 2020, I see a well-dressed, pale-skinned man, spiked black hair, and a brown, long, tan coat. He has a shoulder bag, and he's walking around in an urban area. I get a sense that this person is a culprit or an agent of sorts involved in a plot which feels illegal. He may even be a suspect. This may involve injury or damage to someone else. I get a sense of getaway stroke escape on the mind of this person, a sense of provocateur, agent, infiltrate, stroke, domestic plot. So let me go over to my session and I'll show you this work here. And I kind of want to walk you through how I go about kind of like analyzing this data, because I don't just search for what I'm looking for. I don't go on the Google and search volcano exploding and try and find it in the news. I just browse the news, the top news outlets like BBC, Reuters, CNN, you know what I mean? I'm looking at the major news outlets and I just check the headlines every couple days. That's all I'm doing. I'm not really going super deep trying to find evidence, trying to find matches for my work. But this is a good example of how this happens. So let me jump over to my session. I'll show you my session work first. So I read you the summary. That was a brief summary of this data that I recorded. So this is the full data here. I do some freeform visuals at the end of my session. So this is opening up to other events that are happening that are going to be newsworthy. And this one hit me like a bolt of lightning. Like, this was a very clear image, and so I even put some color in it here. I colored it once I got access to some colors. And so I wrote here, I saw a person, and this was very clear, and they were wearing a long brown coat and a shoulder bag, like a side duffel bag or a messenger bag, side bag. And I said, it's a male. And I got a sense that here on the bottom left, I get a sense like something is stolen. They stole something and they're trying to escape. I get culprit. I got a sense that this person is a suspect and that they're involved in some kind of illegal activity. I got a sense that they're part of a plot and they have something to do with getaway. They're trying to get away. And I wrote a mid-aged 20s to 30s, between 20 and 30 male, long brown jacket, sling stroke shoulder bag. And I saw him I see him from a side profile just walking at this point. So I said, okay, that was a very clear visual, and it was completely unrelated to anything else earlier in my session. So to me, that's usually a sign that I'm onto something. So I thought, okay, I need to see this guy's face, because that was a very clear visual, and this sounds like a very interesting circumstance event. So I go and I look, I just try and see this person's face. Now, a lot of people might not really understand what it's like to see someone you've never seen before. But I saw this person so clearly that if I saw them again today in real life, I'd recognize this guy. And I saw him clearly, and I see him again wearing the trench coat, really nice dressed. That was one of the first impressions I got of this guy, is that he is really nicely dressed for some kind of uh, culprit. You know what I mean? So I see his face, and I wrote, good looking guy. I said, I see a man, middle aged, some facial hair, good looking, well dressed. But when I see him, he's just walking casually. But when I probe him, I get the sense of avoid, scared, and panic. And I got the sense that this guy's an agent involved in some kind of like infiltration, a scheme, and a plan. And it felt domestic. And he felt scared. You know what I mean? So I wrote, yeah, he's walking around in an urban area. So I thought, that was a very interesting perception, a very specific set of circumstances. This is not a vague type of description. So I thought, we'll see what happens. Keep an eye out in December, and I'll see what comes about in the news. So this is what I mean by not, making the session match the news. So I'm just looking at the news, and I see this headline the other day. This was a big story, and it said, Dresden Green Vault, fourth suspect arrested over green diamond heist. So for me to even consider something in terms of my data and a news story, it's got to match the basics of what I described. So I described the man, some kind of scheme, a plot, something stolen, and they're trying to escape, and this person's a suspect. So those are the main things I'm keeping in my mind. If a headline or a story is not, I'm not going to bend the story to fit what I wrote, right? So this one, it said suspect in it. It's talking about a heist, a robbery. And so I said, okay, that's interesting. Let me read this story. It says, German police have arrested one of the fugitive twin brothers wanted in connection with a dramatic heist that targeted one of Europe's largest treasure collections. Officials said 21-year-old Mohammed Remo was arrested in Berlin. He's the fourth suspect to be detained over last year's heist at Dresden's Green Vault Museum. So there was a heist. There's actually a couple heists connected to this story, but one in specific is this Green Vault heist in Dresden. And they say that the officials said that it's impossible to value these items, simply calling them priceless. Police said they arrested Mr. Remo in the German capital on Monday night, and that he was being brought to the eastern city of Dresden on Tuesday. And this is the part that pulled me in. It said, the search for his twin brother, Abdul Majed Remo, was continuing with high intensity, they said. The brothers are being sought internationally after evading arrest in a major police operation last month that saw 3 other suspects detained. All 5 are accused of serious gang robbery with 2 counts of arson, officials say. The police say the suspects are members of a notorious criminal family network based in Berlin. So I said, wow, there's someone on the loose here. There's a suspect, his twin brother, Abdul Majed Remo, that they're still searching for. So I thought, let me find some more articles on this, and I found it on The Guardian here. Again, fugitive twin arrested in connection with Dresden jewel heist. So I'm scrolling down here, and this one actually had some pictures here, and this is where it got interesting for me, because as soon as I saw this man's face, I knew who it was, and I'm going to show you some interesting other data here, but here's some of the jewels, some of the stuff that they got stolen from there. They're offering over 500,000 pounds for data on these guys. Well, I might have some data on this guy, all right. So the guy on the left is the guy who's already been arrested, Mohammed Remo. The guy on the right is Abdul Remo, and he's still on the loose. So I wanted to find out more about him. So I did a Google search, and I found out here he is on Europe's most wanted fugitives. But then I came across this image here. Now this is a police sketch from one of his past crimes. This guy's already been involved in some other past crime, and so he's already a suspect. And this is a police drawing that they drew of him. Now I want to compare my drawing, the police drawing, and his mugshot here So let me know what you guys think. I'm the person who saw him, so I had the remote viewing impression. I know who I saw. It's this guy. I have no doubt. Maybe if he had a twin brother, maybe I saw him, but his twin brother's already been arrested. So I'm pretty sure this is him. The question will be, what will be interesting to see is if he's captured, or maybe some kind of security footage will come out. It'll be interesting to see if he'll be wearing what I saw him wearing. Will he be wearing that brown coat? Will this outfit surface as feedback at some point? That's what's interesting to me now at this point. So let me know what you guys think about that. Abdul Abdul Majed Remo. You can see here he is in his 20s. He's born in 99, so he's like 21. So he fits he's checking all the boxes of everything I described, and his likeness is very similar to the likeness that I drew here. So let me know what you guys think. If you're interested in remote viewing and you want to learn more about this, or if you want to stay up to date with this ongoing project using remote viewing and precognition, check out my website, www.thefeedbackloop.info. Thanks for watching. One love.